you?
I'm good. How are you?
So good.
So good. How are you liking this place?
I am loving it.
It's amazing.
Where are we?
We are at Blackstrap Provincial Park at the Blackstrap Glamping Resort.
These are the glamping domes at Blackstrap in Saskatchewan. And they are absolutely amazing.
Bougie as fuck.
Yes.
Perfect for us.
Yes. Although I have to say I'm feeling a little peckish already. Like,
are you?
I'm starving.
Just a few glasses of this and I'm hungry too.
All right.
You know what'd be really good?
Oh, I could go for a pizza.
Oh, pizza would be the best. Bing.
Oh!
Hi, Josh.
Hi, ladies. How are you doing?
We're great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Oh
I heard that you were hungry and you wanted some delicious pixel pizza.
Oh my gosh, that looks so good.
So good.
I have been meaning to talk to you.
Well, here I am. Why don't we have a little chat?
Yeah, let's go do it.
Awesome.
Let's go
Sounds
talk.
good.
All right. Well,
Here we
is
are.
a little less awkward.
This is a little less awkward.
Well, cheers, ladies. Welcome to the resort.
Thank you. We're so excited to be here talking with you today, Josh.
Super excited. So Josh is the owner of the what is the official name? The Blackstrap Glamping Resort.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the owners. Yeah. There's three of us.
Okay. Awesome. And so, how long have you guys been up and running here?
Yeah. So we opened up here. Our first guest we accepted on December 18th. So we hit straight into a Saskatchewan winter. I'm sorry, guys.
That's incredibly unprofessional.
Hi, Mom. No, I'm gonna have to call you back, Mom.
Oh, that's too funny.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
We love things like that.
Yeah, that's great.
Perfect.
So we accepted our first guest on December 18th, right into the heart of a Saskatchewan winter. Worked through all those little kinks of being a glamping resort in Saskatchewan. Kind of comes with some challenges, and a Saskatchewan winter, nonetheless, was a big challenge. These things, as you can probably see, aren't really originally designed for that type of temperature, and so we had to make a few little tweaks and changes to things.
I mean, it's fantastic today.
Yeah, today it's gorgeous.
So I had the air conditioning on and everything.
Well, we went up into the loft, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm hot up here."
Yes.
So then we turned the air on just to
That's
cool
fair.
off because,
You do get a lot of heat through
We're hot.
the windows.
it's
there.
nice.
And
It's
we
perfect.
absolutely refuse to close the blinds. So it's
Fair.
Sorry about the power bill.
No, you're good. You're good. If we got through that minus 56 stuff with the power bill being okay, then I think this will be okay. So
Then you
run
didn't
that air
make it
conditioner.
through.
Feel comfortable.
perfect.
All right, so I Googled you.
Okay.
Have you ever Googled yourself?
Yeah.
do you know what comes up when you Google Josh Turner?
Well, I know a lot of the country singer.
Yeah.
That
And I was like, is that the same guy? Like, I was kind of like looking, I was like, was he a country singer before?
I've ran with that in the States.
Yeah, it would, I mean, if you had to play.
time and place to
Yeah,
use that.
Yep.
That's right. That's right. Anyway, so I found, I know of quite a few businesses that you have here in this area. But what did you do before you were an entrepreneur? Or have you always been?
No, I was a male flight attendant for 15 years.
Really?
Oh, that's not where I thought you were going with that.
You were hoping for
I'm
an
still
S word.
excited. I'm still excited.
It's almost the same.
You know what?
No.
There's a lot of careers that you say women in front of.
Yeah.
Not a lot that you specifically say male in front of.
You got
and
it.
so
You got to drop that right in front. So yeah, I was a flight attendant for 15 years with some various airlines. I'd still kind of dabbled in entrepreneurship within that, but I was just living such a good life with that. I wasn't really too concerned about getting into business for myself or anything like that. I was a flight attendant with what's kicked the whole thing off was I was a flight attendant with WestJet when I applied for Dragon's Den. I got on the show with Dragon's Den.
Okay, for what?
I invented these thermochromatic pee pads. So they have like a heat-sensitive ink on them. So you put it in the urinal, and then the guy would go pee on it, and the ink would disappear, and it would reveal a message.
Yes, you did.
spy shit PK.
That is
Yeah.
so cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It took me. Did you see my wheelchair?
Yeah,
it took me a
yeah.
minute to process what you just said, and I was like, "That's fucking awesome."
And then we
So
had,
apparently that didn't come up in her Google search.
it didn't.
no,
It did
no,
not.
that one hides in the deep
Does
web.
it?
You got to like go Dragon's Den, piss pads, Josh Turner.
That's a very
gonna Google
specific. That's a
when I
very
get home.
specific.
It is,
search.
and it comes up. You could watch that episode, and man,
That is so cool that you're on Dragon's Den.
Yeah, it was fun.
I just keep getting more and more impressed here. Okay.
it was fun.
So some of the things that I know about. So I'm thinking this might be, I don't know if it was your first, but World of Oils.
Yeah.
So that was your first?
No.
No.
No, so I don't have one on, but I invented these bracelets that hold essential oils. So they were silicone, like the Lance Live Strong bracelets. This was in that time. Yeah. So I invented these bracelets, and it held a little tablet that you put oils on. So everywhere you went, you could have your patchouli or your calming or headaches or whatever. Made some for pets. So that was like my first invention, I guess, per se, a product that I brought to market. And we ran with that for quite a few years.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then that's how we kind of got into the world of oils. I did that business with my mom.
Yeah.
She was an aromatherapist, and
she was a nurse part of that.
Yeah.
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 Like I said, I googled hard today.
So
Nailed it.
Some call it research, other call it stalking.
I was wondering, I heard some creeping around my house last night. No, so yeah, we got into that together. Unfortunately, this was in the pandemic, and we just had a little shop, and when COVID hit and people were told not to go into stores, we unfortunately lost that company, and just kept moving on.
I mean, obviously, hey. So then from there you move on to, was it JT's next?
Yeah, so JT's has been around for a while. That was an accident. I accidentally acquired an ice cream trailer. And so we came out here to Blackstrap. They had asked us, there was no concession at the time. They'd torn it down. And so we came out here for a couple weekends, and it was kind of a cool vibe. And
I remember that.
We thought we'd keep the trailer going. I used to put my nephew in it, drive down the road here and take him into the campgrounds and open up the side.
Oh, that's so awesome.
So we did that for a while, and then it just got big enough that we opened up the sea container idea. So we refurbished some 20-foot sea containers, put that there. And then that grew into the tiki bar.
Yeah.
And
the tiki bar is something y'all got to see. It's so fun in there.
It's a vibe. It's fun.
Actually, we're friends with Earl. And we came out and watched him perform out on the patio one day. And so, now I get to tag Earl. Fun.
Yes.
He's got a following.
Good work.
The steadies.
Right.
Need a refill, Leah?
Sure, honey.
You want to pass that down to us, please?
Here, I got you.
I'm sitting back way too comfy in my chair.
Josh is going light because we're staying here and he's not.
Yes.
So
very
responsible.
responsible.
Drive to the
I
next.
like that. All right, so JT's turns into little kahunas.
Yeah.
All right, and then Pixel Pizza?
Yeah, so Pixel Pizza actually kind of coincided with this glamping thing. We needed some extra space. And so when the pizza place came up, there's a commercial spot that's connected to it. So we wanted to use that extra space, and there was a pizza place that happened to be attached. And I was like, I don't know about a pizza place. Jane comes from a long lineage of pizza franchises. So she was like, no, pizza, that's where it's at. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, it was freaking delicious. And it smelled, my mouth was watering the second it came through the door.
I get pizza there more often than I'd like to admit, so let's put it that way.
Yeah.
We're so lucky to have a place like that is on the way home, or if I'm already at home in Hanley, that's not a far drive to go and get pizza.
Yeah.
And you would also deliver too.
100%.
To Hanley.
Do you deliver to the city?
We don't quite go to the city. We don't quite.
Seems silly.
I know.
Get
There's so many pizza places. No, we spent a lot of time bringing in every chef that we could, every pizza cook that we could, anyone that was involved with dough baking. We spent a long time to get that. So it was no accident that pizza tastes the way that it is. And we wanted to make sure we didn't skimp on cheap meats, and we got Saputo cheeses, and we got the best of the local that we could, and it turned out to be a really amazing product. I'm happy with it.
Super good. And in case y'all haven't seen this part of our whole promo yet, they deliver to this glamping resort. So,
yes.
I mean, not the same way. Is
Yeah,
it? Is that how it shows up?
It might show up a little bit differently, but yeah, we delivered to ice shacks on the lake there during the fishing season, and so we delivered to the campsites here. When people are camping, they can order pizza when they burn their hot dogs, and we'll deliver it right to their campsites.
That's awesome.
Everyone likes a burnt wiener.
Yes. It's all fun and games, so you burn your wiener.
Do you have a story about that?
No, it's a shirt. We have the shirt, so we'll get to probably Sass Camper at some point, but one of the girls, she just kept laughing her head off, and I was like, what do you want about? She's just the same. She kept thinking it was be so funny on a shirt, so I went behind her back and like got it the graphic designer to get it done, and then we ended up printing it, and it's a good seller, so it's just funny.
Yeah,
it's funny to see.
I love a good joke like that. All right, so that is next on my list is the Sass Camper you were kind of touching on. So that's a clothing line.
Yeah. Yeah, so we started just everything's kind of related. Everything's outdoors, camping, the lake. I woke up at 4 a.m, and I always keep a notepad beside me, and you never know when you're going to get those ideas.
I do the same thing.
Yeah, and so I woke up and I saw the logo in my dream, and I drew it, and then the next morning I drew it out a little bit better, and then just started kind of soft launching it. And as you know, just camping, bunny hugs, Saskatchewan, it's just, we take this shit serious. So it was just an instant kind of hit.
Yeah.
You guys have a store in the Midtown Plaza in Saskatchewan.
Yeah. We're going to close that down and go back to online. The whole reality of retail, downtown Saskatoon,
I've heard that from multiple people. Midtown is a hard...
Yeah, it's changed a lot. We've been in there for a while, and we've had great success, and it's been good. Just things change a little bit, and the environment down there has changed quite a bit, and it's just, we're just going to go back to our roots. We have so many wholesale customers. We work with Sass Parks to print all of their stuff for all their parks.
I saw that in the zoo.
In the zoo, we do for...
you do custom orders if somebody wanted, and so it'll be like Sask Hockey, it'll be like Sask Curler, it'll be Sask, any of,
So we do a lot of that stuff,
cool.
and it just doesn't require a storefront at all. And so we just go back to our online roots and do it that way. And then we're going to go back already. We've got plans to go back with them come Christmas time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. That's JT's.
Yeah, Little Kahunas now. We ran into an issue with the original JT's.
I understand.
Infringement.
This is,
No, you're good.
You can tell him from the area.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so,
There might be a prominent Greek owner.
Yeah.
I'm counting 1,
So we
2.
changed that. We changed it to Little Kahuna's Beach Cafe and Tiki Bar. I like a long email.
Oh, they're like a thing together. Like, technically the title is them together.
Yeah,
now.
Little Kahunas. Little Kahunas.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So that's 5.
Yeah.
Okay, and then our mutual friend told me that you're starting something else different.
What was it?
Is it a secret?
No.
Something about some marketing or social or something.
Yeah.
About that.
So that's just been... I just gave it a name.
Yeah.
It's just something that I've done for so long. I've built websites. I build websites for myself, for friends, for customers. I've just always done it on the side. And then it just to give it a name, one of my bigger successes in business was actually publishing books. And so I published one for an author down in the States about essential oils and pets.
Yeah.
We sold over 20,000 copies. And then I did another one for a cookbook, a Saskatchewan-themed cookbook.
Yeah.
And that's always been Camper Publishing. So Camper Media is just an extension of everything that we do all the time anyhow. And, so I just gave it a name.
That's super cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any, did you go to school to do any of this, or are you just stupid smart?
No, definitely not smart. I just try very, very hard. I work harder than probably most people. I wouldn't say that I have to make up with it from my...
Well, you have 6 technically businesses running right now?
Yeah.
You need a can-do attitude to have that many.
This is why we think you're a little extra.
Yeah.
Is because of that. That is
Extra
so
crazy.
amazing.
Extra crazy. Oh, your little plug. Plug there too.
Thank you.
Extra. I love it.
And we don't fuck around.
No, you don't. I love it. I'm so glad to be here. So yeah, there is quite a few things that are going on. I don't have hobbies. I don't take in sports.
I feel like business is your hobby.
It is. It's
like making new businesses.
It is. It's honestly, I love it. Like if you gave me, win the lottery tomorrow, I wouldn't change absolutely nothing. I wouldn't change anything. I'd just keep. They would just be really cool. you would see a water slide off the top of that mountain.
Yes, please.
It would be the same thing. I wouldn't change any of it. I love my life. I love the career path that I've chosen, and just keep doing it.
Something I really love about what you're doing, because I'm from this area, is the amount of jobs that you're creating. That's something to feel proud about. Yeah. And I hope people high five you on that.
No, people, it's all, the support that we get
for the
from
little
around
kids,
here.
like not the little kids, but the young people. Like there's, prior to you doing what you've been doing out here, there was like the odd gas station maybe if you were lucky. Yeah,
no, it's been amazing. And another one that we don't quite have on there, we run the restaurant at Waka Lake. So Jane runs that a little bit. We divide and conquer in the summertime. So the Waka Lake Golf Course has a clubhouse. So we run the clubhouse, the beer carts, the concession, and everything out there. So we've got about 40 employees when it's full going.
Wow.
Yeah. But
that's
I did not find that
that's
one.
great for rural Saskatchewan, to have that kind of employability.
And what's really cool is on all the businesses, we have 100% retention rate for going on 3 years now.
That's amazing.
Every single kid has come back. And
summer job roles?
Yeah, and we get to like kickstart the summer now where it's not like all the training, we can jump back into it and, and just hit the ground running now. So it's really, really cool that it's built into that.
I think you do a good job. You know, when you follow like Pixel Pizza and different things like that, like you have a lot of respect for your employees. And
They're
so
awesome.
you see them, like, weather's a little sketchy out there tonight. Our pilots are staying home tonight. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Things like that. Like, it's not surprising that they feel that way and want to come back.
And I think the whole dichotomy of how employee relationship has changed a lot. We have to take into account that, it's a different generation now. And the whole hard ass that maybe we grew up with, isn't going to work with these kids. No. You got to talk to them in a different way, and it's fine. And really, once you realize that your business isn't anything without having great employees,
happy
employees, yeah. It makes all the difference in the world. It's really the secret sauce, because I ain't able to be out here doing everything, and yeah.
So that is a good segue to my question. Is you aren't able to be everywhere. You've got a lot of different businesses on the go.
Yeah.
Where is, we have an episode on passion, and so I want to know, where do you find it just super easy to spend a lot of your time?
Oh, out here.
Out here?
Yeah. Oh man, I'll sit here and pick dandelions or like just weed and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh right, I got a meeting or something. I spend a lot of time just fixing little shit, and yeah, I could get, used to this kind of if you did this as a semi-retired life, it would be kind of cool to hang out here. So I notice myself getting caught out here a lot. Jane will be like, are you back in the city yet? I'm like, yeah, on my way. And I'm under a dome fixing something. I don't know. I really...
Busted. Jane.
Yes. I have a huge passion for this and glamping in general. We're looking at helping other glampers get going on stuff like this and working with other entrepreneurs and stuff like that in the glamping industry. So I have a great time. And the tiki bar, honestly,
it looks fun.
That's been since before I knew what a job was. I remember going to the travel agent, and I would take their old magazines and I'd cut out pictures before I knew what a vision board was. I'd cut out the pictures of all these cool places that I wanted to go, and I'd make these boards on bristle board. And I always wanted to own a resort and a tiki bar, always. And I'd make these
Look
things.
At you making your dreams come true.
Did it!
Right? So Leah and I, part of creating this podcast and doing all this is part of making our dreams come true. Yeah. Where we're going to get rich and famous just being ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Right?
Cheers to that.
Subscriber.
Come on, we got to have a cheers. I'm thirsty.
I've been drinking the whole
They've been watching
time.
me. Yeah, they've been watching. My glass is empty again.
Time. So, I think you have. Do you have more questions? Because I want to move into the advice portion already.
Oh, that's so. I'm glad that you came up with an advice question, but so
yeah, you need to ask all your questions.
I have one more question. Okay.
Yeah.
What is your why? Why do you do this? What motivates, inspires, and drives you for your success? The people that want to be extra like you, Josh, they need to know.
Yeah, so the big why on why we do a lot of this stuff is to create those amazing experiences for guests. Like, as you can hear, there's a huge family. that's just running around here at the resort. They've booked in 2 domes. I guarantee they're going to have these memories forever. It's creating these experiences in a province that I absolutely love, within a sector that I absolutely love, and it just keeps me going every day. Little things like hearing all that laughter, getting the responses back on the whiteboard that we get of people just being so happy. That is definitely my why. And then another part of it goes back to unapologetically like self-centered about my desire to be an awesome entrepreneur. I want to be the top of my game. I want to be an awesome entrepreneur. I want to be a business owner that people look at and be like, yeah, that guy worked his ass off, and he's who I would like to emulate to be at some point, because I know I had a lot of people that I looked up to and wanted to be like, you know, and still do. Obviously, I haven't made it to the top, but
You've won some awards, though. Yeah. I saw that on Google.
I never win. I always go.
Well, you won something.
I don't know. I get nominated for things, and I go to things and stuff like that. But
you look like a fabulous runner-up.
Oh, just
always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Oh, yes.
Give this man an award.
Yeah, come on.
God damn it! He has a glamping resort.
It's all good. It's not my why, right? Not words aren't it. It's being there and being in those rooms and with people like that. But yeah, those are my two big whys.
I love that. All right, Leah, you're up.
Yep. So, I have actually so many questions. My head is spiraling. I come from like a marketing space. And so I want to know, out of all of your businesses, some have had varying degrees of success.
Yeah.
And so I want to know, what is your big marketing tip? Because you're going to have different niches, I think, for each business that made it successful, but
yeah,
you know your marketing.
100%. I think with your marketing, you have to have your finger on the pulse. So you can't be getting third-party people to do you can see it. And when you look on Facebook, and you can tell when people are using just maybe straight up chat GTP or getting a third party to do it. They don't know, and you don't feel it, and you can see it with their likes, right? Like 1, 2, 3. And I know it even when I just try to cheat and I'm like, got to get something out there. And I do that, and I notice you don't get that same. But when I really feel a post, when I'm just like, I feel the music that I chose for the reel is like, yeah, I watch it 27 times before I post it.
It's not just me.
No.
I get obsessed with myself. I was like, that is funny, right?
Yes.
We had 500 views on TikTok. 400 for me.
Yes. Get it. That's my other secret. Drive them numbers. No, so it's you got to have your fingers on your pulse. You have to be a bit obsessive in the business that you're in. When you start getting out of that, and I found myself with I still do run the Essential Bracelet. I still, for some reason, I barely do any marketing for it. Get orders every once in a while, ship them out. Shipped an order to Hawaii today. But I've really lost my passion and my finger on the pulse of what's going on in the industry, what to say, how to tell that story. We're now circled back around to glamping, and if you look at any of our stuff on social media, man, I could post a picture of that piece of plywood right now, and it'll just be like, it's just, the algorithms are there because we're putting so much content into it. And so you got passion, your finger on the pulse, and consistency. Yeah. You got to really get that consistent, good content out, because I really notice with social media now these days is it really starts to punish you when you start slacking and you don't get your... I've
completely noticed that. I'm kind of like the person that pushes a lot of our like TikTok or our social media content. And when it's... there was 1 week where I posted, I think, 3 times in 1 week, which was a lot for us. Yeah. And it was just every time it was 650 and then it was this. And then I was like, what's happening? We're famous. Yeah. And then the next time I posted something a week later, it was 397. I'm like,
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, those aren't crazy big numbers, but
those are good numbers.
We're just babies.
No, you guys are, and I want to applaud you. We'll take this moment to applaud you guys. I know how hard it is to do something that people think are so different. And what are you doing with this TikTok and stuff like that? People might look at you like, why are you starting this now? I got to commend you for doing it, taking the leap. I've seen your content. It's awesome. I love that you guys are just authentically you, and that you are going to be successful because of that. And
Yes, we are.
Kudos to you guys for
when I told my husband, he was like, "So you want to be a YouTube star?" And I was like, I guess essentially yes. that's what I'm going for.
The answer is yes, but don't
I
ask
understand
it
how that
now.